Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back for a surprise update. Before we get into it, a couple links. As you know, I rely on Patreon, PayPal, and my merch to help the channel to continue to grow and go. The links to Patreon and PayPal are in the description below, my merch displayed directly under this video. Also, Dogman Frightening Encounters, Volume 1, 2, and 3, the audiobook versions. They were written and researched by Tom Lyons, narrated and produced by me, Jeffrey Nadolny. Those audiobooks are available on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes, the links to which are also in the description as well. Now, everyone, we have waited a full year almost for this update, so let's get on with it, shall we? Well, everyone, we all know that Dogman are rampant right now, and Virginia is a hot spot. Ohio, Pennsylvania, hot spots all along the East Coast. We also know, and I've had at least 4 subscribers reach out from Tazewell County area in the vicinity surrounding in regards to dogmen being spotted. Actually, had DJ contact me, and then another subscriber contact me about a year and a half ago, almost talking about the same exact place. They didn't even know each other. I covered a case of a disappearance. And I said last year, at the beginning of the year, guys, there's going to be a lot of attacks, a lot of disappearances. And I was right. I'm not tooting my horn or anything. I'm just saying, if you go back in time and you listen to the uploads, I did call it. Well, here's an update that we've waited for, guys. Richland's Police Department. Richland's Police Department is looking for information on the whereabouts of Richard Timothy Honecker. Honecker is 36 years old and described as a white male, 6 foot 160, with blue eyes and red hair, shaven head. Honecker is extensive neck and arm tattoos. Honecker has been reported missing by his family members and needs to be located. He was last seen in the Richlands area on March 14th, 2021, wearing a white t-shirt, blue jean pants, usually wearing a camouflage coat with a tan jacket underneath. If anyone has any info that could help locate Mr. Honecker, please contact the Richland Police Department by calling 276-964-9134. Very similar news article from the 24th of March 2021. Richlands, Virginia. Officials with Richland Police Department have asked the public's help in search for a missing man. According to police, 36-year-old Richard Timothy Honecker was last seen in Richlands, Virginia area on March 14th. Investigators said he is known to visit Kingsport, Tennessee, and the Cherokee Nation Forest. Honecker was last seen wearing a white t-shirt, blue jeans, work boots. Honecker also has extensive neck and arm tattoos. Police said Honecker's family reported that he has been struggling with depression and that they are concerned for his well-being. Well, he is not the only person that has gone missing. There's been a Myra Remy, William Cole, Richard Honecker, Brandon Schools, Jonathan Kelly. These are all people in or adjacent to, frequently traveled through Buchanan County, poor folk with histories that weren't proud of, who all went missing in the span of almost 2 years. How many more will go missing? Why aren't they being searched for? As the same ferocity that Gabby Petito got. Do these lives matter less because their parents weren't middle class or because they are Appalachian? Does our local police force care less than police in other states? I just don't understand. Where are the search parties, the helicopters, the cadaver dogs, and the search and rescue teams? That is, 'cause that right there is a news article or a post that someone decided to put up on Facebook, because that's 5 people. That's just 5 in 2 years. There's more. There's a lot more in that Tazewell, Buchanan, Richland area. Well, then I knew about this last night, guys. I knew, and I wasn't going to make any announcements because I didn't want to yet, but I knew, and I should have, just to say, hey guys, my intel is real. Richland, Virginia. Human remains have been found in the remote area near Richland, Virginia, according to the Richland's police chief, Jerry Gilbert. A pair of hikers discovered the remains on Saturday, February 5th. Richland Police Department arrived at the scene to determine that the remains were human. On Sunday, RPD, Richland's Fire and Rescue, Virginia State Police recovered bones. Chief Gilbert said the bones were found in a River Road section of Richland and that the terrain there is steep. It is the same area they have been searching for the missing man, Richard Timothy Honecker, 36, who went missing back in March of 2021. Police Chief Gilbert said, "The area is so remote and hard to get to. I know when we were doing our initial search, we searched the area. Family searched the area. We couldn't find any signs of him last year, but these guys were there hiking and happened to run across it. The remains were brought to the medical examiner's office in Roanoke." Chief Gilbert said it could take 2 weeks to make a positive ID. At this time, no foul play is suspected. Now, the ID was found on the man. That's how they identified him. Okay, there was an ID. There was no foul play because they found the man's wallet with him. They had ID. They knew who it was. All right. A cousin of one of the deputies stated that the chief, keep your mouth shut about any of this. They don't want any leaks. Deputies felt like they were being watched while they were up there. He was found in a culvert. Is that what they're called? Those little water culverts that run water streams through them. Sorry, I'm a little excited about this. The bones were just strewn about throughout that culvert. All right. They weren't like, he wasn't just lying here. He was strewn about. A femur bone was bit in half. There was Mars all over the bones of this body. The body was identified by these are notes that I jotted down from my intel. He was walking home in that area. Like I said, ID was found, and the chief just wants it quiet. He doesn't want this getting out because they know that a dogman or many dogmen are in this area. There's history of it. You've got the fox-looking dogman spotted, I think, only a couple of miles away from where this gentleman was found. All right. Now, for those of you that don't know, so this femur bone was found bit in half, broken in half, just chomped. Now, a femur bone is not an easy bone to break. It actually takes about 4,000 newtons of force to break a typical femur. Now, what's a newton, you may ask? Well, a newton is the force of 1 newton is 1 kilogram per second or per square inch or whatever. So it's 1 kilogram. So it takes 4,000 kilograms of force to break a femur bone in half. Google it. It's on Google. So a human could not break, like if this guy was mugged, which he was not, mugged by a dogman, mauled by a dogman, 4,000 newtons. That's insanity. I mean, yet they're not saying, hey, everybody, be careful. we found this guy. This is the condition we found him in. Please, remain calm. But until we find out what happened to him, be careful. I think maybe they think they're safe because it's winter, but we all know he disappeared in winter. Disappeared a year ago, for God's sakes. Now, I'm just sharing this with you so you can put it into perspective what 4,000 newtons of force is. And I'm not saying pit bulls are mean in any way. We just know they are a powerful dog. They have a powerful bite. Any dog can be mean. We all know that. It depends on the owner and this and that. So don't get this like I'm insulting or saying anything negative about pit bulls, because they're a great breed of dog, provided they are treated right and shown love. But so our average pit bull bite strength is 235 psi. Could also be presented as 1,045.33 newtons. So that's a fourth of what is capable of breaking a femur bone. And this guy's femur bone was bit in half. A bear cannot do that. This is crazy. A lot of people have gone missing in this area, yet they just want to cover it up and make light of it. And like that article said, and this wasn't, an insult to the Petito family or anyone. It was like, hey, where is Myra Remy? Where is William Cole? Where is Richard Honecker? Well, we got him. Where is Brendan Schools? Where is Jonathan Kelly? These are all people in or adjacent to frequently traveled through Buchanan County. Poor folk with histories that they were not proud of, who all went missing in the span of almost 2 years. How many more will go missing? Why aren't they being searched for with the same ferocity that Gabby Petito got? Do these lives matter less because their parents weren't middle class, or because they're Appalachian? Does our local police force care less than other states? Where is the search parties? Where are the helicopters? Where's the cadaver dogs? Where's the search and rescue teams? I think the reason why, and here I'm not sticking up for the community of law enforcement or whatever on this. I'm saying I think the reason why they're not searching for these 5 people, or 4 now, is because they know that this was Dogman or cryptid related, Bigfoot related, Dogman related, where Gabby Petito was not. I think they already immediately knew that her boyfriend was a loser and that they needed to, go out and search for her and him. But with these, quick search, let's get back to the homestead so nobody else gets chomped. Really quick, here's one other person. Eric Grady Smith, 41, went missing after leaving home in 2013 to go hunting on his property, Tazewell County. There is a lot of people that have gone missing in Tazewell. Man found dead in a field. The evidence is right there. You know what's going to be crazy, though? Here's something. I know it won't, unless they can, I don't know how much DNA would be left. But it'd be funny to know what the remains look like and if they're able to test for any kind of substance. Because, like they said, he's had a hard life. This guy, through my intel, which is 2 different people in the region, the guy was a known scrapper. He was not, he wasn't a weakling at all. He was known to throw down. But I'm almost curious, let's say he was, found whole, not left a year to whatever, but I wonder if they'd blame it on some kind of foreign substance like what they did in Jimtown Road in Tennessee. So I'm wondering what the final news report will look like. I wonder how many lies will be in there. So the deputies were scared while they were pulling the remains out. They felt like they were being watched. Just to re-go over it. Hikers found him. Now, the family and other search and rescue were in that same area. So evidently, they didn't look, or he was moved after, so moved post-mortem. Maybe shelter, maybe the Dogman, opportunistic hunter, bam, got him, dragged him in the woods, and then when it was time, needed some seclusion and some shelter to feed, and brought him to the culvert or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so search and rescue had been by the area. 2 hikers just find him randomly. Sheriffs in the area or deputies are, nervous, feel like they're being watched. They did not feel safe in the area. The chief wants it hush hush, But he did make mention of the area. The area is so remote and hard to get to. I know when we were doing our initial search, we searched the area. The family searched the area, and we couldn't find any signs of him last year. But these guys were in there hiking and happened to run across him. Not him, they actually happened to run across it. They referred to his remains as it. Yeah. That's how the government and media work is disgusting, and how we are viewed to them is disgusting, whether it be local, state, county, federal, whatever. We are just friggin' sheep. We are sheep to them. We don't matter. We really don't, unless, we are in the high 6 digits of finance in our bank account. The regular average Joe American, hardworking, doesn't matter. The people that talk about sending little Taddy, to friggin' Harvard and stuff. When are we sending Tad to Harvard, Phoebe? They don't worry about Dogman because they don't have to. But yeah, if Taddy got caught, by a Dogman, it would be very, very quickly, teams would be out, and it would be hush, 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 hush. Tad was found, something happened, make it look nice and clean, and it's just disgusting. The working populace of America, the backbone, the bread and butter of America, the citizens that truly matter don't matter. The only ones that matter is the 1% and the ones that trickle down a little bit. But when it comes to you or me or our families, they don't care. They could care less. And this is proof right here. 6 people I mentioned just in this article that had gone missing within the same area, same time, 2 years. How sad is that, guys? But I'm happy for the family that now they're able to have some closure. They have the body after the medical examiner gets done doing whatever they do, desecrating the body some more. The family will be able to bury their son, their nephew, their brother. So, I don't know. It's sad and it's disgusting and it makes me mad. I really am mad inside right now. And I'm not even mad at the Dogman. I'm not even mad at stuff like that, because that's... I'm mad at the government for keeping it from us, guys. You know? And that's when I say at the end of my videos, be kind to each other, because we're the only ones that are going to be kind to each other. No one cares about us. No one up there does. You know, all this inner fighting in the, comment sections, or this or that, and drama this and drama that. That doesn't matter. We're all here. We're all on the same page. We know these things exist, and we just want the truth. Even if my theory varies from yours, at least we want the same thing, and that's the truth. And that one common goal should keep us together. No more inner fighting, man. Some more. That's what they want. That's what the government wants. They want that drama. They want that interfighting between groups, this and that. Well, this theory's wrong. Your theory's wrong. Well, no, Gilbert, your theory is wrong. They don't care about us. So it's friggin' time that we all just join together and put an end to it. All right, guys. That was today's update. And I'm glad that the family is able to put an end to wondering where their, like I said, son, dad, brother, whoever it may be, to whoever it is. They'll finally be able to put him to rest. So, with that, thank you for listening, and please be kind to each other. And may the Great Spirit watch over us all, and may He guide us down that path we call life. Till tomorrow, my friends.